look around, notice the first things that you see. There may be other people, or you may be alone. Tell me what the first thing is that you notice. What do you see?
So it feels like a desert type environment
Mm-hmm.
and big flowers, or it looks like flowers from a cactus, but they look very big, or they're very present. These flowers, they have a pinkish pink, but it's a fuchsia pink tone.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful, really beautiful flowers. Either
Beautiful.
I'm small or this cactus are really big. I don't know.
Do the flowers have a smell?
I don't smell it. If they have,
Mm-hmm.
I don't smell it.
What else do you notice as you look around?
There are like birds. What's the name of this the smallest bird that is?
Hummingbird?
Yeah, hummingbirds. They look like hummingbirds. They
Mm-hmm.
come to get the nectar from the flowers. It is super strange because hummingbirds are the smallest birds, and the flowers are gigantic. So I like my mind is really well. What I don't get it. In terms of small and
Okay.
large and whatever.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Is
Mm,
there anything else you notice as you look around?
I like the colors, like the pink is really very fresh pink, fuchsia, but I don't know, there are shades of this pink and it's very lush, like yeah, it has different shades. And I also noticed a tone of turquoise green.
Is it daytime?
It's daytime, and even though there is the sky, it's not entirely of this color, but it's like the horizon. When you look up the horizon, you have the turquoise, even shades of violet.
Mm-hmm.
All the colors are enhanced. Like you look, and it's almost cartoon-like. You would never see it in real life. This intensity, the intensity of the colors is really and you would never see the sky like this turquoise, and then it gets purple. So yeah, you have a degradé between turquoise and purple, so
Mm-hmm.
it's really beautiful, like aesthetically it's really. And then this large cactuses with the flowers,
Mm-hmm.
and not much around, just these flowers.
Okay. And
Um,
now you're becoming very familiar with the body. I want you to look down at your feet and tell me what you notice. What do you see?
I have a slender body, very thin. My feet are like threads. Everything is skin-like color. It's like skin, like yeah, but the like whitish skin color. Not my skin color that I have. It's a little bit darker. And the feet are not human, are again, but I feel like the body is, you know, human like, because it has the same construction. Like you have body, and then you have the legs and the arms probably. But the arms and the legs are like threads. They are very thin, almost like from a bird. Like like the legs of the bird are so thin.
Mm-hmm.
But the body is not so thin. It's like I don't even know what it is. It's not a bird.
Are you wearing clothes on your body?
No. Mm, not
What
sure.
else do you notice? What else do you notice about the body? Is anything covering it?
There's something metallic looking, um, silver, very shiny silver. I still have to adapt to this body because I don't know, is it like alien? Is it human? Is it bird? Is it I've never seen is it I've never seen a thing like that. It's a bit
Tell me what else.
transparent as well. Like that's the
Mm-hmm.
thing. Um, I'm not 100%, I'm not 100% solid. Like it can
Mm-hmm.
move, and I could probably go through the cactus like a
Hmm.
Like I'm like a hologram.
Do you carry
I'm
anything
not
with you?
sure why.
Hmm.
It's like
It's
I'm
okay.
projected. I'm probably it's like projection.
But you can
Because
see perspective.
tell me again.
You're able to see from your perspective, though,
Yes, I
from
think
this
I'm
perspective.
able to see and I'm able to I'm not bound to the gravity of the planet. Like I can move. Maybe it was me, the hummingbird. I can move and I can look. So whatever it could be that the cactus is not giant. It could be just that my perspective can change. I can zoom in, I can zoom out. That's the thing. So it could be that the cactus is normal and the flower as well. It's just me zooming in and out.
Okay. Is there anything else significant that you notice about the cactus?
No, but it really feels good to be in this place. Feels um it feels a bit surreal and because of the colors and I like it. I like that you can see the horizon even though there are mountains a little bit on the horizon. I
Hmm.
like there's nobody around, that I'm alone. Yeah, I like everything about this setting.
Hmm. And so from there, where do you go next?
It's like the flower is sucking me in.
Tell me
Um,
about that.
I've never taken drugs, but I feel like almost like so it's kind of interesting. Okay, so the flower is sucking me in and I can go inside.
Hmm.
It's a new universe inside the flower, probably. It's like a vortex.
What do you notice about that?
Time is different. I it's like it's very fast. It's something it's going very fast. So I probably I don't really have a body. I'm probably just consciousness because I can go with that fast thing.
Hmm.
It's black and oh yeah, you know the oil sleek colors.
Hmm.
I love the oil sleek colors that are like a web around me. I'm in this vortex of black matter that I don't know, it has a consistency, but it's not water and it's not air. It's something in between. And the vortex, sometimes when you look, you can see this million colors that are in the oil sleek colors. So sometimes it depends on how you look. You can see this swirl like a thread in all these different colors. I like the well, I'm looking from the aesthetic point of view, and that's really a nice setting as well. It sucks me
Beautiful.
in, and it takes time. It kind of and I'm not even sure where I'm going. Like now I can see more a metallic blue color from this
Hmm.
oil sleek appearing. It's at my feet rather, like metallic blue. It's like I'm in love with these colors. Like when I see them, I'm so amazed by them. Like even the blue, when I saw it, I was so in love with the blue
Hmm.
because it's kind of easy. It's like marrying colors. Feels like that, like a marriage, like
Hmm.
marriage with colors. I
Like they're marrying each other or with you?
with me, it's like I'm in love with colors and they're in love with me, and it feels like a symbiosis. Like I merge with them and they merge with me and they suck me. They suck my consciousness in them, and I let it. I just I just accept it and I just enjoy the whatever the setting.
Do the different colors feel any different from each other?
Well, when the blue appeared, it was just eating my feet and I was just enjoying it. It's very pleasurable and yeah, it's kind of, it gives me a feeling about it, but I cannot even describe it. It's a pleasurable feeling, but I wouldn't know how to say. It's not in my heart. It's almost sexual without being sexual.
Is it, would you describe it as a physical feeling, even though you don't have a physical body?
It is a physical feeling. It is like I'm being eaten by the color. That's how I feel. Like the color eats me, and I kind of merge with the color, and I just disappear in this vortex. Now it's pink. Now I see the same color of the flower. It's a pink that has metallic, like the blue was also metallic. It has a metallic touch to it, and it has also a softness like the petals of the flower. So it's very soft and it eats me, but at a different, the blue, it was eating my feet and my legs, and the pink one is eating my tummy and the upper part. It just eats me up.
And so as it eats you, does part of you disappear into the color?
Yeah,
I
it
see.
feels like it merges with the color. Like my body isn't my body anymore, but it's the color. It's feels a little bit like the carnivore plants, the flowers when they eat their prey, but it's more like a marriage than I'm not afraid to lose my parts of the body to the colors. Super interesting.
So this place, go on.
No, it's just probably I'm just consciousness. I'm just experiencing the feelings that the colors give me. That's how I feel.
So this place where you are, you've gone through the vortex. What is this place?
It's a place out of time. It's the eighth consciousness level. It's not in this time frame, and it has no time frame.
And
It's
does it have a location?
from your point of view, it doesn't have a location because it's everywhere and it's nowhere. It's like a watercolor painting asking where the colors came from after it was painted. So it's like the laboratory of the colors, the shapes, the everything that is in 3D. It's invented in that space,
Okay.
and it
Is it
sucked consciousness in. The only thing that exists is consciousness. Its consciousness is there, and then it's sucked into the color and then put on the paper, and the paper is the 3D, actually the space that is created from the eighth dimension.
okay? And is there any other consciousness there, or is it just your own, other than the colors, if they have a consciousness?
So it's like myself splitting into different consciousnesses. It's difficult to explain because there's no separateness of consciousness, but in the meantime, it is like it needs to split. The consciousness needs to split. It plays essentially with the frequencies of colors, of shapes. It's more like the frequencies of colors. It's almost like the fabric of life is woven, of a fabric of life as we know it here. Because life is present all the time, everywhere, but the life as we know it as a human consciousness is woven in that space precisely to be experienced and very in this very consciousness of either whatever we are, humans and everything that is alive and not alive, stones. We are all consciousnesses that are here to have a very linear kind of experience.
Tell me what else stands out to you about this place. Is there anything distinctive? Anything else distinctive about this place?
Oh, I wasn't thinking that's a place, but now I see that's a realm. Actually, it is a place. I thought it's not, there's nothing to see, but now I see a castle. There's a black castle on a mountain, on a hill, on a mountain. Like
Tell me what you noticed about it.
in the black castle, it's not really black, it's like oil sleek black.
Mhm.
What is
What's
there?
what is significant about this castle?
It's very high. I cannot see how high it is because there are the clouds in the sky. The sky is black, but you
Mm.
can see a little bit of gray, whitish clouds.
Mhm.
And the castle is so high, you cannot see where it ends.
Are you close to it or far away?
I'm a little bit far away. I'm not too close to it. I can see it and I'm trying to understand how it is built. It's almost like gothic, like I used to look at Notre Dame when I lived in Paris, and it has all these little details, and this castle has also all this little many details and many different how you call them, this very angular shaped.
Columns, pillars, or spires,
Yeah, when a castle has many
arches.
arches, yeah. So it looks like mysterious. It looks
Mm.
mysterious, and I don't know if it's something like between a machine and an architecture. Almost looks machine-like because it's a little bit metallic as well. So that's why I have a hard time to understand what it is. Is it architecture? Is it machine?
Are there any sounds coming from it?
They say it's a sound of no time. It's like a perfect stillness and mystery together.
Mhm. You said they say that? Who is they?
It's like the wind is talking to me.
Okay.
The only one talking, the wind.
So it's the sound of no time, you said? Wind said?
It's a sound of no time and in the meantime mystery because it feels like there is the head of the whatever they create,
Mm-hmm.
and it's mysterious because we don't know how it's created and who
Mm-hmm.
creates it. Feels like, when you watch the Oz, the Wizard of Oz.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the Wizard of Oz who is there, something like that. Like he's hiding
Mm-hmm.
inside. Maybe it's not mysterious at all. It's just, to me, it feels like unreachable, not understandable and strange, but maybe it's not.
Mm-hmm. So why would it not be strange?
Depends probably on the perspective. If I have a perspective of a human being, like you had in the Wizard of Oz, everybody was very respectful of this guy, and at the end they found out who he is, and then everybody was like, "Oh, okay, so it's just a guy.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a person. It's just somebody who's inventing all this 3D realities and stories, and it's just like regular person.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Like I could go and try to find out, see what it's like.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so can you go inside this castle?
Yeah, I'm just opening the door. The door looks really like a door from a castle, like rounded, and then you have this big door, large door with wooden panels. The two panels open up, two doors
Mm-hmm.
go inside. I'm not sure
Mm-hmm.
what I see inside.
What do
So
you notice as you enter?
it looks, there are some white elements of architecture that I find strange. So everything was black. like everything was black, and I go inside, and inside everything is white.
Mm-hmm.
It's like daytime, like inside is daytime, outside it's nighttime.
And so, what do you notice from that perspective? What do you see around you?
I thought there's like in a castle, when you go, you might think there's architecture and interior elements,
Mm-hmm.
but it's like another world
Mm-hmm.
because you go there and it looks like it's my mind still has to process this because I don't understand how you can go somewhere and it's you go through the door and actually it's a portal to a different dimension. They
Mm-hmm.
say
So the inside
it's a
looks different.
sixth dimension.
Okay, tell me about that. What do you notice there?
There's things happening, just my brain is so slow in understanding. There are flying objects in the sky.
Mm-hmm.
There's still a thing with the turquoise kind of
The two what? What?
ceiling.
Mm-hmm. Are there any people around you? Anyone else
Yeah,
around you?
it's full of people, and I think they look at me because I'm an intruder. I feel like an intruder, and I'm a hologram for them.
So they can see you though.
They see me. They are flying around in these balls that are yeah, greenish turquoise balls that are metallic as well, and they
Mm-hmm.
come to look at me like why is she here? What she's an intruder, like almost like police, like like why is she allowed with this kind of frequency to look at us?
Mm-hmm. So, um, how are you able to travel through these different frequencies?
They said it's an exception.
Mm-hmm.
So they relax, these other guys who are in these capsules
Mm-hmm.
relax and they ignore me right now. They're like, oh, she's just a tourist. Just ignore her. Just don't make such a big deal about that. So they
Mm-hmm.
ignore me again. And
Does it seem like they
it's just this big balls and they're inside and they're like uh, going through the air.
what do you notice about them? What are they doing?
They're
Those
very
balls.
fast.
Mm-hmm.
It almost feels like molecular level,
Mm-hmm.
as if they're light molecules constructing something. I could
Are there
even
being
be in a because they have a consciousness, and I thought, okay, are you humans? But no, they're not humans. They're just consciousness in this turquoise things. What like it feels like this busyness like ants have when they have to do something.
mm-hmm.
Oh, when you look at ants in the woods and they work. They have to go some different ways and some of them are transporting something, the other ones are going that way, the other way. So they are busy working on something. That's how it feels at this level, how they move not all in the same direction, in different directions, but it feels like their movement is very, very, I wouldn't say geometric, but I would just say they know exactly where to go, what to do, how to move. And that's why they could notice me. I'm an intruder because I'm not supposed to be there. They
Mm-hmm.
were just stopping and looking at me like, whoa, 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 what's that? So I would say it's consciousness units of light. That's how I feel because it's very small.
So do they make up a greater whole of something else?
Yes, they are part of something, but I wouldn't know what.
Well, tell me what else you notice about this place stands out to you.
They are working on the web. They are that's the guys who create the 3D constructs. They are like it's not the architects, it's just the ones that maintain the web so that in the web there can be content.
And who comes up with this content? Who imagines it?
Oh, that's the other guys in the eighth dimension. The sixth dimension is only for the matrix to be. It's like the web. It's like the. It's like the fabric. And these are the guys who. It's not that they create the fabric. They just maintain the fabric. They
Mhm.
have to move all the time for the fabric to be. It's wow, like they have to move all the time. This fabric who wouldn't be able to exist without them. It's like ants that have a plan that they have to do. Like they can never go sleep. They have to move all the time for
Hmm.
this matrix to be maintained. It's pretty crazy.
Mhm.
The amount of energy that is put in for this matrix to exist. Wow.
Okay. And in this space, what do you notice about your self, like what you look like, your body, in whatever form that may be?
I feel like I'm as small as they are.
Hmm.
I have a body of light. I'm not human, but I'm amorphous. I have an amorphous body. Even though I could like stretch my hands out, it feels more like a ball of light.
Hmm.
I have a different color than they have, so that's why they could notice me. I'm more like yellowish, and they more like turquoise colored, and I'm more like yellow.
Okay. Is there anything else, any other beings or any other structures in this place that stand out to you?
That's what they give me to see. I can see some geometrical forms. I can see a cube, a black cube with turquoise, like the angles are turquoise color.
Hmm.
Um,
What's significant about this cube?
It's a black cube. I'm looking at the cube from inside the cube. Like I'm not outside, but I know I'm inside the cube. And I
Can you
feel
tell me?
like if I go outside the cube, there's light, there's white light. It feels almost like being an ant and looking at the world from that perspective. It's just that it's even much, 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 much smaller. It's not even being an ant, it's being a molecule, an atom, an quark, or whatever you call it. Like
What is
having this really small perspective and looking at the complexity of the fabric that is is working to sustain us on a mass level. Like it feels like the amount of energy that is put to what I would think to sustain an ant is enormous. It's like I'm just in my mind is just why would somebody do something like that? It's so much energy. This is so exhausting for all this little light consciousnesses to move all the time to be able to sustain whatever
so?
thing.
These light consciousnesses, are they sustaining uh, others, like
They
something
are
other than?
all conscious. They are all this little turquoise things.
So what happens? What is possible as a result of what these do? What they do? What do they make
So
possible?
they are threading the web. They are like it's like when they move, it's like threads that are maintaining a fabric. Without
Hmm.
them moving, the fabric wouldn't exist. So they move constantly all the time, 24/7 to maintain this web, and it's so much effort, but they seem happy
Does
to do it.
this is a strange question, but does this relate to how what humans do for each other on Earth? Are there some humans that hold together the matrix for other humans?
Hmm.
Or is it more like these entities hold together the matrix for all humans?
They hold the matrix for the whole fabric of space time.
Hmm. Okay.
It's for galaxies, for all the planets, for the time, for humans, for extraterrestrials, for ants, for dogs, for chairs, and for the seas, for the trees. Like,
Mm-hmm.
it's just, it's my mind is just so blown away because you can see at the molecular level how much effort it's put in to maintain just the smallest thing.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just, I think it's just this change in perspective that makes it clear the preciousness of being as a consciousness in the body for the first, but then, or of all the seconds of experiencing space time the way we do it.
Mm-hmm.
It's just imagine that for you to be here, to be able to breathe, to live, to, there are like not even millions, millions and millions and millions of consciousnesses that give you this opportunity, that sustain you.
In
Like,
order to in order to have an experience, or
in
what?
in
What is that?
order to, yeah, in order to be here in this linear time and in the space, is just put, is they put so much effort for this space time to exist in the way that it is. So it's the preciousness, it makes it so precious. Like, you can see how precious it is to have this opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I see it now from their perspective. And also the beauty that comes with it. Like, yeah, it just blows you away. The beauty of the frequencies, the colors, and the stillness that can be also experienced in, also in the eight, kind of in the sixth dimension as well.
Tell me about the stillness.
It's like your heart stops. It's like it's just you just are you, it's just that, it's just being, just you are, or I am.
Mm-hmm.
And there's no there's this whole nonsense of the brain, blah 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 blah. It's not there. Like the chatting, you look around, you can experience different perspectives, you can experience the movement of whatever is happening, you can experience the cube, the black cube, where you're in, or I'm in right now. Maybe I can go out as well.
Mhm. Can I ask you what is the significance of the shape of this black cube? Why are you looking from inside of this?
I, I'm just in the black cube. I don't know.
Does it have specific properties? Does it allow for something specific?
I'm trying to ask what. It's just related to geometry. Geometry is the basis. Like, I know because I work with some crystals and they all have geometry. So I
Mhm.
love the geometry. They are the smallest units of the fabric is geometries. It's not only the cube. I
Well,
guess I could imagine there's also pyramids, triangles. Like, at the
I'm,
moment, I cannot see
I'm
them.
I'm curious if the cube as a geometric structure has a particular role, or I'm not sure if message is the right word, but an energy quality to it.
It feels like pixels on the computer screen.
Mm-hmm.
It feels like, probably what comes to mind is that the small light beings, the turquoise white small light beings, when they work in units, and this is one unit. It's a cube. They have to move in certain movements to maintain the cube.
Mm-hmm.
And then probably if I look out there, there are many cubes that are one on top of the other.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
to form a bigger picture?
form a bigger unity, but I don't know if it's true. I would have to go out of the cube to see.
Are you able to do that?
I'm trying to go up.
Mhm. Kind of.
They say it's dangerous. Why is it?
Why is it dangerous?
Oh, it's cute. They don't know. I'm at their level of consciousness, and they talk to me. They say, "No, it's dangerous. We never go out of the unit. You're not supposed to." I'm like, "No, it's this. I can't do that
Because you're a tourist, you can move your
because I'm a tourist." So
consciousness to different places.
yeah, this cube is the small cubes, the screen-like cubes are letting me to the inside um of a ball, of a sphere.
Mm-hmm.
And the sphere is white. Inside of the sphere is white.
Mm.
It's very off-white. It's like it's such a white light. It's it I'm
What? First of all, what is this sphere? What does this sphere represent? What is it?
just seeing the white light.
Mhm. And you're on the inside of this sphere?
I'm on the inside of the sphere. It's geometric, and it's made of all these little small black cubes. Because now I'm much larger, so I can look at the sphere. I could go out of the sphere to see what's other than that. So
Mm-hmm.
go
What do you
out
notice?
of the sphere. It feels like when I go to the sphere, it feels like as if I go. I don't know what the sphere was, but I think it was the universe. 'Cause now they say I went out of that universe, so it's all black again and pinkish.
Hmm.
Um,
Is that the same place as you where you were before, the eighth level of consciousness?
no, I'm just wandering through the universes. I think I'm in the sixth. I'm still in the sixth. In the sixth, I feel like I was in a microcosmos, and the macrocosmos are the same. That's how it feels.
Mm-hmm.
So when you go from one to the other, you're just going through the platonic solids. You go either from the cube to the sphere, even though I haven't seen a pyramid.
Hmm.
Oh, the sphere is in the pyramid. There is a pyramid around the sphere. So when you
Okay.
go out, you see the pyramid. Does it have four? It has three. No, it has four. So you see the pyramid.
When you see this pyramid, what perspective are you seeing it from? What's the nature of your own body from this perspective?
Um,
Or your own perspective? What's
and so my body is still consciousness. For a reason, I'm orange. I'm an orange ball of light.
hmm.
They say the pyramid is like fire, so that's why orange.
Hmm. And what happens next?
I was just thinking if the pyramid, the Giza pyramid, for example, if it's not made to be able to connect to this dimension, I feel like the physical pyramid in the fourth dimension is connected to that pyramid in the sixth dimension.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so it's located where it is physically, but it's also in a way located in another dimension.
Yeah, it's like anyways, these things are holographic, so they you can connect to them at any level. I could even connect to them because I've seen them, I know them. So just by having a pyramid in my hand, I could connect to that
Mm-hmm.
to that
So what? Okay.
dimension.
Yeah, beautiful.
It's about connecting to stillness. It's getting out of the space time, connecting to that. It's connecting to that architectural type of mind, connecting to the mind of the architect.
Okay. And so how do you connect to the mind of the architect?
When you connect to those geometric forms and to that sixth dimension, you connect to the mind of the architect, because You learn as well how to manifest, how to create, how reality is created the way that you know it, but you also have a different access to reality then, because you know how easy it is to create and to manifest.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why it makes sense to connect to the mind of the architect.
And tell me again, how do you connect to the mind of the architect? Grab that for me.
You say I am, your mind stops to chat and you see yourself in the pyramid, like sitting there, and now you know you're the architect and you can manifest.
Hmm.
It's quite simple.
Okay.
Why they say they don't know why it's so difficult for us.
Hmm.
I think that's like a misconception or misunderstanding between these levels, because their consciousnesses in that level are not understanding what happens in this level
Aha.
in terms of manifestation and probably also forgetfulness of the divine.
Is there an aspect that operates as a messenger between that perspective and then the one of say a lower density or a lower consciousness? Like, is there a way for the higher density or the higher consciousness to even understand lower consciousness while it's in its higher consciousness?
Well, I feel like, let's say you need to go some stairs, okay, to
Mm-hmm.
climb a hill. And climbing the hill, you can see clearly that there's one stair much too high, so you cannot put your feet on it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how I feel there's in the construction of this levels of going high and low and high and low. At a certain moment there's a void, there's not enough steps, there's not enough gradual levels to be able for the higher densities to reach for the lower, and for the lower to also to ask the higher to come down. So there's like a so this I would say the architect needs to fill in some more steps there,
Like
so
some smaller steps?
better understanding.
Would they be smaller steps or what?
Yeah, smaller steps that are filled in, because that's the reason why we have so much difficulty to reach for those levels, and for them who are we as well, to really understand what's happening here. So there is a misunderstanding. Something goes missing, which is, yeah, it would be nicer if it's smoother for both of us so we can evolve.
Right, because there seems to be a lot of contrast, a big difference between our consciousness on the other side and then that of coming to Earth. Seems to be a very big
Right,
gap.
exactly. But yeah, what we do right now is quite nice. It's good technology to really work on this gap, on this void,
Mm-hmm.
even though it's not so much spread out as it should be.
As
That
it should be.
well, yeah, well, it would be good to have the masses go into this states, because then you have the higher number of people you have, you reach that, I don't
Mm.
know, 15%, 20%, you reach a certain number, then it spreads out very fast. You know what I mean?
What do they have to, what does this number have to reach? Like a consciousness or what? What do they have to reach?
So you would have how much do we need?
But what do they need to do?
So you would have let's say you would have 15% of the population having QHHT sessions.
Mm-hmm. Right. Okay, so to access a certain this certain type of consciousness.
So
A higher
within
consciousness?
a few months, very fast, the downloads that these people would have would spread out so fast on the rest of the collective consciousness that the rest of people wouldn't even need to have the QHHT sessions.
Right.
They would download from the 15% and they would be able to travel much easier, much faster from this level of consciousness to the sixth or to the eighth level of consciousness, even.
So then that would mean that there is that within humanity, just like with the okay, that if you a certain amount of people are moving or have a consciousness in a certain way, it allows for the others to have a certain reality without them having to do the work.
Yeah, without them having to do the work. It's just download, they just download. It's just collective consciousness. If a certain number is reached, it goes, the information goes into collective consciousness, and then actually all the other ones are just tapping into that. You know, like the 100 monkey effect.
Mhm.
It's just a small amount, but still it's 15%. Still 15% needs to be more connected to their higher selves to use this technology, so the rest would then tap easily into their higher selves, or everybody would tap into their higher selves much, much easily.
Okay.
Maybe they wouldn't even need QHHT sessions afterwards. They would be able to just sit in meditation and tap and have this chatting of the mind not so present anymore. It would disappear and be able to manifest quickly.
Mhm.
um
Wonderful.
so it's I feel as if, yeah, QHHT could change the world completely, like just this technology, well,
Mhm.
hypnosis, this technology to connect into the higher mind.
Mhm.
It could really, it's such a valuable technology. It could change the world.
Okay. Okay, well, now I want Andrea to go deeper into her soul, giving voice to the part of her that has all the answers to our questions today. So, may I speak to Andrea's higher consciousness?
Yes,
Do I have permission to ask questions of Andrea's higher consciousness?
yes, sure.
So, I know that the higher consciousness could have brought forth many different scenarios for us to see today. And you chose to bring these perspectives to show us. Why did you choose these to show us today?
It's about the value of the experience and the value of life and the efforts that are put into her being able to experience her life. It's about the preciousness and about the preciousness of every millisecond and every encounter with humans, but also with colors, with flowers, with trees, with the sky, with the air, with the breathing. So
So
we
what
just
happened?
want her to be more conscious of the preciousness
And
that,
what happened? Sorry, go ahead.
yeah, ask your question.
What happens when she or when one is more conscious of the preciousness of each of everything like that? What happens?
It's that all her senses are enhanced and all the body feels more alive. The quality of the experience is enhanced. It's similar to the colors of the sky that she could see at the beginning of the session. Everything has more flavor, more color, more beauty, more quality if she chooses to understand the preciousness and
And
effort that is put into the experience.
so is that process part of what she was talking about the that the 15% needs to do? Is that part of that? What will
Well,
happen when people do that?
it's it's that everybody could have a much higher quality of perception and not only of emotion compared to right now, where the senses are sometimes very not dead but almost. And
Mm-hmm.
also she was asking in her mind like the last weeks or days about how she can experience better with her whole body the
Mm-hmm.
whole universe that she lives in, and knowing that she was dissociating a lot and her nervous system is not quite the best, as well as she is sometimes cut from the feelings. So we give her a solution to be able to have quickly the most satisfying and enhanced experience of the realm that she is experiencing right now.
Mm-hmm. And what what is it about the colors and experiencing them in that way? How does that what does that do for her or for anybody to experience colors in a deeper, more physical way?
Well, colors as well as everything are just frequencies. It's just about opening up for the beauty that lies within this experience all the time and is accessible all the time. And we know that humans are conditioning themselves to experience beauty only in certain moments, only when, let's say, they fall in love or they have a race or there's something in their eyes special that is happening, then they give permission themselves to open up and experience the beauty of the moment. But we are just explaining how this experiencing the beauty of the moment is possible all the time.
So what is beauty and why is it important to experience?
Beauty is the love of God.
And why is Go ahead.
It's the fabric of the universe, and it's all around us, and it's just pure love and consciousness.
Okay. And so the things that we've been shown today, how is it related to the target that we're looking at?
The target is a portal to the sixth and to the eighth dimension.
So is that target physically a portal, like wherever it is located physically, which we don't know at this time? Is that physical location a portal to the sixth and eighth dimension, or is it just thinking about this target that is the portal?
Well, it's both. It's people can gather at this target to connect, and when there's many people connecting to something, it creates mass consciousness, so it makes sense to have a physical portal, let's
Mm-hmm.
say. But even in your mind, by connecting to that portal, you can go to the sixth and to the eighth dimension.
Okay. And is there anything, because I've done two other sessions with this target, is there anything that would specifically relate to the others? I could ask that. Yeah.
Just we have the pyramid in mind.
Mm-hmm.
We have the geometric forms in mind. We have the frequency of gold in mind. It's abstract.
Mm-hmm.
It's abstraction something. That's all I'm getting.
Okay, great, thank you. And so why is it important for other people to read about this, what we're shown today, to take away from this
Because
session?
there's many aspects. One of the aspects is this kind of technology that we are using right now. It's
Mm-hmm.
it's helps to make the gap that there is between mass consciousness on Earth and let's say consciousness of sixth and eighth dimension to fill the gap. So that this is an important um, information. Another important information is to understand that manifestation and connecting to the mind of the architect is quite easy if you have a map.
Mm-hmm.
So the
And the
map
map.
is connecting to geometry and to sacred sites and
Mm-hmm.
using them as a map or as portals to connect to the sixth and to the eighth dimension is actually to the mind of God. And also, even though you don't want to do any of those, you have still access to the mind of God just by enhancing your experience in staying open for appreciating every second, every moment, every color, every encounter of whatever it is, other humans.
Mm-hmm.
Is just the spirit of being in awe about the universe that we're in and that surrounds us and that we are as well. That is so precious because it gives you much more flavor to your life if you just choose to stay open to this beauty.
Wonderful. So you don't have to connect to the geometry or the sacred sites. You can simply be more aware of.
Yes, you
And
can simply connect to the I am and
mhm,
and be be in a state of being really conscious about whatever you experience with
mhm,
your senses, with your body. It makes a huge difference in your life, and let go of conditioning of being able to experience happiness only if you go shopping or if you're in love or if there's something, I don't know, special, what you consider special happening, because this is fake happiness. Well, it is happiness. It's just that it's conditioned.
mhm.
And instead, you could choose to enjoy life every moment without conditioning.
Is there anything else that you want us to know while you have Andrea in this relaxed and receptive state?
Yeah, there are certain colors that connect you to the sixth or to the eighth dimension. And she was working with colors, with beads, and she did like the half of her collection with oil slick beads, and she was asking herself why she's doing it. Well, because she wanted to connect to the eighth dimension. And
Mm-hmm.
colors, when you choose colors, it's not random. Is you connect to something very special, very precise. So it's good also to ask yourself or to ask your guides if you feel a certain need for a color, let's say, to ask your guides, well, let me know, what does it mean? How, what is it, a portal or something? Is it opening me up for something? Where do I feel um the need for this color, for example? So also be more mindful about the frequencies that you bring into your life with colors or sounds or whatever you feel attuned
Mm-hmm.
to. Yeah.
I have a question about the colors that were in the sky the other day, pinks and greens mostly. What was the significance of those
Right.
colors?
Well, it's time. It's time to experience, to have this experience, to have a colorful experience, to enjoy all the emotions that you are able to enjoy, to really open up your senses for the experience. And we mean not only the, well, the pleasant things, but everything wants to be experienced that you're going through. So the colors are just an analogy to inviting you to be open and to see that this this multitude of colors and this all these different frequencies are available, and they can give you a greater quality of life, of experiencing life. So it's time to open up for this enhanced experience.
Okay. And seeing the colors, people seeing the colors, that helps to open up to
They
this
would
enhanced
they would know when they see these colors, they would know, oh, this exists.
Mhm.
So they would know it's like they can switch from being numb to opening, to opening themselves up to, well, when you open up, it's you open up for everything, for all the emotions, for all the colors, right? For
Mhm.
but it's time to open up and to have an enhanced experience. Otherwise, you're just dead almost, and
Okay.
that's too bad.
So, what is the main reason that you wanted Andrea and I to have a session today?
Well, this we talked about it. It's to show how you can go to the sixth and to the eighth dimension to connect to the mind of God, to be able to manifest whatever you want in this life,
Mhm.
and to have an enhanced, to be, to know, to understand that you can have an enhanced experience, and that you can open up for the feelings and for the colors. And colors is just an analogy for whatever variety of things life has to offer that is worth living. So
And
yeah.
have there been what has how has this session affected Andrea and myself to participate in the energy of this? Like, are there specific downloads that have come through for either one or both of us?
Yes,
Or
there are downloads. There are lots of changes in the body during the session. There are even 12 people here in the room.
tell me about them.
You would call them angels, but
Hmm.
they're not. They're just assisting. Oh, without them, it wouldn't have been possible, because we cannot connect like this to these dimensions. They are too, it's just too high. So these are, where are they from? They're from the fifth dimension. These are people from the fifth dimension. They're not angels. It's just they're a little bit further than we are, and they volunteered to assist for the session to be able to take place, and for the downloads. And the downloads that we get, they are not only for us, they are for the collective. So you affect the collective either energetically, people around you, or with a story, you affect the collective consciousness.
Okay, so I'm curious if they're assisting because I felt very, very tired during this whole session, and I'm wondering what was occurring, something, if they were, yeah, if something was, if they have any insight, if they have anything to say about these beings that are
Yes,
helping.
it's not normal to connect to the sixth and to the eighth dimension. It's just so hard for everybody, for them, for you, for me to go there. It's a large. It's so that's why we needed the people from the fifth dimension to support.
Mm-hmm. I feel like I needed support as well to access
They
to
support.
part.
We are on the earth on different places, but for them we're in the same. They
Mm-hmm.
support, not they, I see them here, but they are here and where you are. It's the
Mm-hmm.
same people supporting the session. They're not just around me, they're around the session.
Is there any one of them or the collective that wants to speak at this time?
Gabriel?
Say that
Gabriel?
again.
I don't know, he can speak through me. He
Okay,
said
so
something.
want you to give them your voice. What do you want us to know today?
Fire, fire. The pyramid is about the fire. It's time to ignite the fire in us too. That's kind of what he's saying. It's about passion. It's about being alive, being passionate, being going forward, doing things that we are love, that we're passionate about. And he shows me this pyramid, the golden pyramid.
Okay, and is it used as a visualization tool? Would the pyramid be used as something to visualize?
Pyramid symbolizes fire. Actually, when why what is it for? What is the pyramid? He said it's to connect with the mind of God. So we could use the pyramid to connect with the mind of God instantly. Golden pyramid. So he said it's not necessary that it's so difficult to make the connection. Now that the connection is energetically made, you can always connect to the mind of God, which is eight, the eight, and you can download from the information. And if you have a pyramid, ideally golden, but if not, it's fine. You can go there easily just with the pyramid in your hand.
Or can it just be visualized as well?
Yeah, it could just be visualized as well. I don't know why it's the passion. It's the passion. Passion, fire, pyramid, mind of God.
So I did it with Jonathan, Katrine, and you. And Katrine was working as she seemed to be like a witch, maybe in London or something, I can't remember, and who was working with colors.
Ah, so tell me the number.
Oh, where is it? Was it 7? Wait, it's in my copy. Yeah, B2A7.
It's a great pyramid. At the
No,
time it was created.
no way. Okay.
Ah!